Welcome back everyone to Transport Fever, and we start this episode in Night Ghostin. Noble suggested I renamed it a little bit because I, I was tripping over its name quite a bit, so I like the suggestion. So I say we, maybe a combination of people as Noble suggested it. We've done that, and also as we come up past Ramblington, we've named our final town, St. Castridge, and I'm pretty sure the person that's named after will pick up on that pretty quickly. Okay, so the goal of this episode, well, first and foremost, if we have a quick look at our line manager, we're making money on almost everything. Some things not so much. This was making over $1 million before, but I think while we're pinching the food to bring here, it's not making as much now. That line is doing fantastically. In fact, just prior to starting recording, I added another tray into that line. We need to upgrade these ones as well to the electric, so it's exactly the same. Need to name some of these lines as well, because I'm going to get confused. All the buses need to be upgraded, and we're going to take an in-depth look at the goods management system for all the factories, or however, whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it goods because that seems to be like the end product. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to cover. Okay, basically, this is, if you kind of go back a couple of episodes, you know I'd set this up to make goods, and this train has been quite diligently shipping goods over to Night Ghostin. Ghostin. God, it's going to take some getting used to. But the town wasn't very big before, so it wasn't really taking many goods in. And there's something to be said for supply and demand in this game. It's almost like the game is fully aware of what's going on. So let's just take, for example, this is the iron ore, isn't it? Yeah. So iron ore goes to the steel mill, and there it will make steel, and it will produce slag as well if you're trying to get it. I can't remember which industry actually takes slag now, but it doesn't matter. We're just looking at the steel. So that will take the ore all the way here. That will make steel. Now, depending on how much that steel gets shipped, seems to dictate how much iron ore is kind of made here as well. So if there isn't a huge demand, because these buildings have, there we go, they have a stored amount and a potential. So number of items which could be ordered from suppliers, number of items currently in stock. I think if you don't, well, he's telling me to try and ship more steel, so there's a good pointer straight away. How about this one? Try to ship more. Now, this is building up here, so I think that'll have a direct impact on how much iron ore is coming in. In fact, it has gone up, but it's kind of a bit shaky, so we need to ship more steel through to this factory over here. So remember, we were using planks and steel because you've got the option of planks and plastic or planks and steel to make goods. So we're producing 86, which has gone up quite a lot, but again, I think that's because the end product, which is the good, is being shipped to this town, and obviously it's getting bigger. And now I think goods are kind of commercial. Let me have a look. Yeah, so shopping facilities. So we've got food coming in. I've also got goods, but it's a very small amount because this train is not really fit for purpose. So the first thing we're going to do, hopefully send him to a depot, and we're going to upgrade him. Now, there's been a couple of comments. Richard and Kathy have both kind of said it's hurting their brain a little bit. The easiest one obviously was food, because it's quite a simple production chain. You take livestock or grain to the food factory and it produces food, to which you then ship it into a town, because if you click on a town, it tells you under shopping facilities it needs food and how much food. So we're almost supplying the max amount, which would imply, well, this, how have we managed to get goods here? I know how we've managed to get goods here. One second. Excuse me. do you think you're doing? I'm pretty sure it's this train. Pause. I added a second food train on this line, like I said I was going to do at the end of the last episode. Where's line 1? Hasn't got any trains or anything on it. Okay, here it is. So I have a funky feeling it's something to do with... Yes. See, I've told this one to carry food, and this one I've not told it what to do. So I'm going to have to send that one back into the depot. Is it carrying anything now? Oh. Didn't want to do that. Take me back. Where are we? Salo. What have you got on you at the moment? Goods. So, which is right. This is fine. It can bring goods, but it's pinching them. Although that kind of makes sense. Hold that thought. This was about to get a whole lot more complicated. Right. So at the moment, oh man, I'm going to go off on a kind of a tangent here and confuse things. Let's ignore that ever happened for the moment. So yeah, shopping facilities. We've got tools, food and goods. So at the moment the only two things I'm producing is food and goods. I've not set up any of the chains. It's just those two things. Now obviously food was coming from here, which is made from that factory, and we were taking it into a depot in the centre of town, which I plonked right amongst the commercial buildings because they're within that catchment area. It seemed to make sense. I don't know if it makes a difference where you put it. I would assume because they need these things that it would. Okay, so the other one is goods, which are now getting shipped here from Night Ghoston, which is also shopping, and all these things will help to make this city get bigger and more popular. The bigger it is, the more popular it is, the more people that will have to move around, and the more people that want to go to different cities, and that literally just means more money. Now, this thing that was happening here, did I send it into the depot? No. When we're kind of thinking about how we're making money, so if we take this train for example, which is the counterpart of the one that was kind of confusing me a second ago, this one is set up just to do food. So it'll, if we send it to the depot actually, it will stop here, pick up food, take it all the way to Night Ghoston, and then come back, and then do the same again. Whereas the other train on this line is picking up food here, taking it all the way to Night Ghoston, picking up goods, coming back with those goods, dropping them off here. Well, that's fantastic, because it's going to make money both ways. So it's going to take food, drop that off, get money, pick up goods, come back, drop goods, making more money. So that makes complete sense to me. So what we need to do here, I could have probably just set this to auto upgrade in hindsight, but no problem. So I think we were using this train and 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So at the moment it's saying livestock, but that will change. Now what colour line was it? I think it was like a... Let me get rid of you. I think it was like a pinky colour. Yes. So at the moment it says livestock. What will happen is if we follow that train, this is kind of in a sense how clever the game is. We got a train in the station. Let's speed it up a little bit. Got some other options here as well. We need to mess around with these platforms a little bit because the more trains we put, we can't literally just sit on 2. Here we go. So at the moment it's saying livestock. Now, if I'm right in thinking, it'll stop here. It's picked up the food. So that changed from livestock to food. Off it goes. It's going to hammer down here. Oh man, I just absolutely love taking a train ride. Let's slow it down a little bit. Now what's going to happen here, or what technically should happen, oh, there's nothing waiting, so it might not do it. So this is now going to make me some money. Hopefully. Famous last words. There we go. It's unloading. Now there's no goods, so I don't know if it will do it. No. Okay, let me go and tackle the goods issue. If there was goods waiting, that would have picked up goods. So it does kind of give me another thing to do, because these trucks here are only picking up food. We now need to get them to take the goods as well. So we need to have a tinker around, I think. It's this one. This will make us more money. In fact, they should be taking the goods, really. Yeah, because I've not told them to take something specific. Let's have a quick look at the age of the vehicles. Is it this one? Yes. 44 years. Yikes. Some of these are quite old. Silo food transport. Okay, they might upgrade. Let's have a... Oh, automatic is already on. Okay, freight. Ooh. Let's change that. Let's change these to a nice shade of green. Now, realistically speaking, they should be taking goods. I'm pretty sure. Let's go to the depot, which is over here. Let's have a quick look at the vehicle we've just selected. So, logs, where's goods? Goods, yep. That one takes goods, so they should be carrying goods to here as well. Interesting. Why are they not picking up goods? What are you going to do now? Ah, it's because there's always food waiting. That makes sense. I understand that. So they're defaulting to food. If the food stopped... Oh, it's loading. What are you going to get? Probably food as well. Yeah. Now I can tell specific vehicles to only pick up certain things. So this little plus sign here, I don't think we can do it without sending it to the depot. Or at least I've not figured out how to do it. But that little plus sign, which I've said before, this one is showing wheat. You can click on that and actually... Oh, that's why we got no goods. I sent it to the depot. Concord! Ah, got no airports. Never mind. Food. Okay. Well, I'm not going to get hung up on that because I could spend all day with that. Have you got... No, you're not going to have any goods because we started something and never finished it. Right, let's replace this train. How old is the train? No, there's a question. I'm going to sell you, aren't we? That's what we're doing. I'm going to sell you. We'll replace you with one of... It's a bit expensive, that one. This is a cheaper one. That will do nicely, I think. And you're going to be carrying goods. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be enough, I would have thought. Now we're going to set you to which line? That one. Now, by rights, this shouldn't take food from there to bring it to here because there's no demand for it. The game is very clever like that. So now this is going to load up with a bucket load of goods. Yep. How much is this? Try to ship more items. See what I mean? It's starting to panic now because we're not taking the goods. It's just sitting on the platform, which will have a knock-on effect. So the other vehicles, like the steel line, there we go. Iron ore's probably losing money as well. Where is it? Oh no, it's just about making a profit. So we'll start to make a lot more money now just by doing this. Just by having a faster train that can take more. Now when this one arrives... Whoops. I meant to click on that train there. Right, that just says food. Where's the next one? Food. So let's watch what happens with that one. So this is going to unload its goods, which we'll see. They're all sat on the platform. Now, I think because... What buildings do we have nearby here? Oh, these should be taking goods. So I'm guessing some is going into the town. Which is very low at the moment. But it's leaving a certain amount on the platform. Unless it's just been taken from there. Let's have a look. So if we close... This one, isn't it? Oh, no. That one. So it's going to drop off food. Now this should pick up goods. Aha. There we go. So that's now going to take that back. If we speed it up. Accumulate a try saying that again. Accumulate a fortune of 100 million without debt. Oh, well, I'm doing something right because we're not poor. Although I've not spent much recently, but things are going quite well. We're going to be doing a lot of upgrading shortly, so that's going to cost me some money. Okay, you're going to stop there, waiting. Yeah, we're going to have to tweak what lines are being used here. Although I'm quite happy I've got the signals working. It just it's slowing things down. And every time a train has to stop like this, it's going to cost money. So now, previous to this, it wouldn't make any money. It should make money by dropping them off. Bingo. So it now potentially making twice as much money. I say that, there's not a lot of food here at the moment. Are you struggling? No. The goods from here are not being taken now. That's my only concern at the moment. Yeah, it's quite low. We'll have to keep an eye on that. We need to upgrade all these other trains as well. Oh my goodness. Where is your depot, Mr. Train? Because this train is certainly not good enough to be doing this job. And the good thing is, because this is servicing 2 towns, we could actually make it service more than one with the train lines. So this could produce a lot of our goods. In the one food factory we've got up and running at the moment isn't enough. We need to find another one. And we probably need to switch to livestock as well, thinking about it, because we're going to need the corn to make plastic if we ever get to that point. But basically, in a nutshell, it all works on supply and demand. The more of the end product you're selling, the more the kind of each process prior to that will generate. That's how I take it anyway. I could be way off the mark, but that's what I'm seeing. I'm actually willing to go out on a limb here and spend a little bit more on this one. Steel, is that you? No. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go with 5. Let's see what happens with that. I think I named this line. Iron ore, coal, steel. Now this train is faster as well, so that should move quite a bit of that. We're probably going to have to upgrade this one as well at some point. We'll see how that goes. So how are we doing? Yeah, it's not making us a lot. The buses, we need to upgrade. Let's have a look. Replacement. It's automatically set to do it, but we'll swap to that one. I don't know how quickly that'll happen, because I've already got it switched on, so some of the vehicles are probably still quite young. Auto renew. Same with this one. I have to name these lines in a second as well, because it's going to get confusing. Yes. What else have we got in the way of buses? Here we go. Replacement. Oh, that's on auto renew as well. I should turn that off, in all fairness, because it's going to keep replacing with the same vehicle constantly. It won't upgrade to the next, like the newest one. Oh, was that an end of a year? It is. Excellent. And that one will replace you as well, even though you're not making me any money at the moment. There we go. So that's all my buses set to upgrade. My vehicles, I think I did as well. Yep. Now, if you want it done quicker, you can hit the old 25%, and that will make things happen a touch quicker. That's making more money now, 2.67 million. I don't know what to call it. Should I just call it the main branch line, just so I know? But I'm going to have more of these, so we need to name this humongous line that's going to go all the way to here eventually. I'll have to think about that. Any suggestions? It is like a main line, but like I say, if we're going to have other lines spanning across the, let's call it the country, it's not going to be the main one. And if we've got one going from one side of the map to the other, that will be big. But I think most other things are doing well. What was we going to do? Because I'm just wittering away. Oh yes, steam trains turned into electric trains, and that was what we were going to do. So we need to do high-speed catenaries. Yes, that's what we're doing. Okay, how much of this have we actually done? Upgrade. So we're going to wipe out a couple of buildings as we do this. But I own this road. I placed this road. this city wasn't even here. That reminds me, we need to do some bus routes over here. Okay. Do collision with what? What are you colliding with? All I can see is a cloud of smoke. Okay, we'll come back and tackle you in a second. Oh, we probably just wiped out all the passengers, which is the most wonderful thing that can happen here. There we go. So what was the problem over here? What are you colliding with? You're not going to tell me, are you? Upgrade is still on. There we go. It must have been the way the track was actually laid out from previous times. It's fair enough. Tenor is on. Right. So you're going this way. So we need a... Do we need a signal here? I think we do. Although, no, I've put that on the wrong side. It's because... Think about this. Let's get rid of that. That train's going the wrong way because I've just messed with things a little bit. So if we put a signal here somewhere, if it will let me. It's not going to. Well, that's fine. If we do it like that, that should do the same thing, right? I'm gonna laugh because it probably won't. Okay, so the line is still working. Just make sure my signals are correct. They are. So you can... In fact, where is... This is the red line, isn't it? Yes. Can we do this automatically? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's been automatically been replacing anyway. So we're going to do these, aren't we? It might be best to send you to the depot and just buy 4 maybe? Think 4? Seems like a lot, but I think it might be okay. Set line, there we go. And where is your other smoky friend? There you are. You can go to the depot as well. Fantastic. Now that's making me 3 million at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see. And I've just spent the better part of 50 million. What will actually happen? Excellent, there goes one. You're going to need a couple more signals along here. I think 4 might be overkill actually. We'll soon see. There goes 1. 2. Yeah, see, signals. It's the only thing when you put more trains on a line. Gotta chuck a few more of these in. We got a signal there, that's fine. Where's the one for this side? There we go. 1, 2, 3. 3. I might need to put a couple more of these in eventually. I think I finally got my head around the signals though. That's the one positive. Yeah, I think that's about right. Let's turn that off. So that old one is going to go in next, I think. Wait, some of this track doesn't look like it's been upgraded to high speed. Different colours. Let's have a look at that in a second. So we'll sell you, thank you. And you as well. Bye bye, smoky mess. So here comes the first electric train down this line. It's full. That's what I like to see. I got to remember to change the colours of these things. I think I can. Yeah, I can do individual colours. I don't know if I can change the line. Yeah, I've not upgraded the high speed part of these. I'll have to do that in a second. So you're going to go in here quite nicely. Cool, there's lots of people waiting. Yeah, most definitely. Oh, wow. $500,000. That's what we like to see. Any of these buses upgraded yet? No. This is a complete disaster area for traffic around here. Nice. Are you full as well? You might not be. Well, you are. I wasn't sure if they would be, because obviously I wiped that station out. Are you? 64 as well. Oh wow, we're getting some really big buildings here. 64. Jeez, we might actually need all the trains I've put on this line. Right, how we passenger service isn't doing very well, is it? They're slowly extending their own road network as well. Okay, let's check our Saulo City bus. Did we tell this to upgrade? We did. Let's change it to 25% and see if it makes a difference. Yep, there we go. Costing me a small fortune, but we got our now new nice looking buses. Can we change the colour of the line through here? Not the line colour of the vehicles. Yes, yes we can. Turquoise, just like the line. And it has changed the colour of the bus. How beautiful is that? Look how big these cities are becoming. It's insane. They were like nothing before. It's absolute madness. I think we might need a couple more buses on that route, in all fairness. Let's do that. 1, 2, maybe 3. You're all going on the... that one. Excellent. How are these trains doing for us? Are you full? You are? There's plenty of people waiting. We could probably even put another train on that line. It's just nuts. Where are we? So that's the bus we've just messed with. I need to do something with the production. The farm is doing okay. The goods line is definitely making me some money now. It wasn't really doing it before. 6 million. These buses have not changed. Actually, that reminds me. Turn the auto replacement off. Let's do the same with these as well though. If we just 25% them, it will happen if we speed the game up. There we go, they're starting to change. Hurry up. Ramlington Coal needs changing as well. You've got to wait for them to stop somewhere. That's the pain in the proverbial. 25%. Right, line 4 is done, so turn that one off. Line 3 has got one more vehicle to replace. Goodness knows why it's not done it yet. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Salo Central had the wrong bus selected. Oh. Oh, we're going to have 2 brand new buses and 2 older models. Never mind. What are you up to? It's taking you so long. Come on now. Let's go. A bus stop here somewhere. There we go. Don't you not change now? No? Oh, I thought they changed once they hit a bus stop. Never mind. 9.61, 1.53. Oh, a new vehicle. What do we have? An open wagon. Okay. So, you 25%, you 25% as well. And last but not least, you. Oh, that was quick. Turn that off now. I don't know what's going on with that bus. It's being rather stubborn. Line 4. Did we close line 4? Yes. Right. Salo Central isn't going to change now because 3 of those buses just kind of changed. So, food transport, let's do 25% on that and upgrade all those as well. This is a nice, quick and easy way of doing things. That one's done. West, what was it? West to East Circle line. Yeah, we'll just make sure we've turned that off. We have. That's you, isn't it? So you can go. Put one more vehicle on there as well, being slightly stubborn. Aha. There we go. I'm just going to stick that back to 100%. I'm not sure what's wrong with that one vehicle. It's going to cost me quite a bit of money. Are these changing? They are. Slowly but surely, there's a couple left. As you can hear, the checkout costing me a fortune to upgrade all my vehicles. Let's go have a quick look down here. What's actually waiting? Not a lot of anything. Alright, they're all done. Switch that off. Fantastic. So, are we actually getting goods in here now? Are they moving them? They are. Haha. Even more money. What more could you want? Okay. Are people getting the train into Ramblington? Oh, we'll soon find out. There's 30 people on here. Is anybody getting off? That is the question. Yeah. Everybody got off, so people are actually coming to stop in Ramblington. We need to extend the line. Probably going to have to do that soon because look what's happening. In fact, let's be really, really annoying. And let's get our line in now because this is what will happen, unfortunately, is they take it upon themselves just to expand. Which is fine, it's their city. That could probably do with a bridge or something. I don't get what's going on with these did that do anything? I think I just took the catenaries though, didn't I? Okay. Low-grade tracks. Okay. Losing my mind. Let me turn this tool off because it's rather laggy. Yeah, this is all high speed. There was some of the line that wasn't there? Or was it a different line? What was we looking at? It's this one over here, wasn't it? Because there was some different colours, so I was a little bit unsure. Yes. Ah. So these trains probably wouldn't have been going the full speed. Which is not a good thing. We're paying all that money for a faster train. That's suddenly going to speed up. What an idiot. Again, this is going to wipe out all the people in the station. Oh, that's the only downside to doing that. Okay, so how much is this line making? That's making 10 million now. 5.41. That's gone up an incredible amount. I think it was just over 1 million before. What about the unnamed line? Where is it? 4.94. That's just going to improve over time, especially when we get faster vehicles. That's not doing its full limit yet. I'm tempted to add the livestock into that. I feel like we're... Are you full? You look full. Yep. What about you? Oh, you're not going to be full, are you? Okay. Goods are not keeping up. How about steel? Are you waiting for a full load? I suspect you are. Yes, turn that off. Don't want that. And you, we're going to send you in and we're going to upgrade you. Yeah, making them wait's not always good. And if they start losing money, the best thing to do is just to take a few of the carriages off the back. So we need to upgrade this to a faster train and a bigger train, I think. I say upgrade. I'm just going to buy one. Diesel. And you are taking iron ore. Set line 2. Iron ore. And sell you. Hopefully, that should start increasing what's going on here. How are we doing for coal? Got plenty of coal. That's fine. We got lots of coal up here as well, so this old steam train needs replacing as well. So much to do. This game is just constant, like, different things that you've got to get on with, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, look at this over here. You're just going to turn your back on one area and you come back. Just all the people waiting. Look, I can't walk. I can't even lagging me out. How busy it is down here. It's just insane. Absolutely insane. But I think on that note, I'm going to leave this episode right here. So until next time, as always, take care.